Welcome back. This is part 9 of our second normal form video series. So far, we've created subjects, offerings, and rooms. In this session, we'll design the offering meetings table. This table represents a truly atomic schedule. Each row is one subject offering, meeting on one day, at one time, in one room. This level of detail ensures our database can handle complex timetables without redundancy or overlap. So let's get started. So open our file as we can now move forward for the part 9 of our series for the second normal form. So we have here part 9, part 9, creating and seeding offering meetings table. Okay, so let's start working with our table schema. So we can have here first is to drop the day table if exist. So drop table if exists. We have 2NF offering meetings. Um, let's okay. Then we will create this one. Create table 2NF offering meetings, and then don't forget to assign engine equals inodb. Okay, so the first column that we are going to work with is the meeting ID, and this one is int, and we can assign it to 3 or we can assign it to 4. And we have here unsigned and auto increment primary key. Okay, so we will set that unique ID for each meeting. And we have here offering ID, so it should be int. And let us see the meeting ID here for the offering ID. So offering ID, where is you? Offering, I think this one. So we have the offering ID is int null assigned. So let's copy this one and okay here and should have not null. Okay. So this one is linked to the 2NF offerings table. Next will be the day of week, and we have here varchar because we only have th. Okay, two. Okay, so we can only have at least varchar 3 and not null. Okay, so like we store like man, chu, tor, wed, fry, sat. Those are the data that we are going to store. And next will be the start time. Um, so start time, it should be time and not null. Okay, and this will be, so it should be the class start time, and next will be the start end time. And time, still time, not null, and class end time. Okay, and we have here the room ID. Okay, and this one will be int, and we should be sensitive on our int data type. So room, so the room ID is this one, and unsigned, entry unsigned. So room ID, entry unsigned. So room ID and that one, and should be not null. Okay, so we have to link to the 2NF underscore rooms. So I think all of the columns are now created. So next thing that we are going to work with is the constraints. So the first thing that we are going to use is create is the constraint for foreign key. So we have here constraint FK meeting uh, offering. Okay, we have foreign key and this one is the offering ID and reference it to the meeting ID meeting offerings. Okay, this the offerings table. Okay, and then this that is the column name also there. And we should on update cascade on delete um, cascade. So on delete cascade, so that means it will delete, it will also delete this one. So that makes us so ensures each meeting reference a valid offering for the add constraint. Okay, so meaning we have that on update whatever we on delete we cascade also. Okay, so we can add another one and we have here constraint um okay, sorry for that. um F FK meeting underscore room and foreign key and the meeting room. Okay, is this one the room ID and the references is 2NF underscore um meeting room. So we have to make the room ID similar to 2NF rooms and this one room ID, and we have also um the same we will going to delete restrict for the room. So we can have here on update cascade on delete restrict. Okay, so now we have to in order you are restricting to delete the room record if there is using it used on the meeting of offering meeting. Okay, then next will be the constraint of time range. So this one will be constraint. So fk underscore uh, check uh, time range. So we have here check. So it should be the end time is greater than the start time. So we have here start time is less than end time. So that's it. Okay. So by that means that um, start time must be earlier to the end time. Okay. So I guess that's all the constraints for our table sec2 and f offering times. So we have meeting ID column in unsigned auto increment primary key. We have offering ID. We have in for unsigned not null, and we have day of week. We have varchar 3 not null. Okay, and we can also check this one. We can also check so the same, so we can conclude that it's only Monday, Tuesday. So we can just add another one here if you want, and you can say there constraint no, that's not FK, that is um check. Okay. check um, day of week. Okay, uh, valid. Okay, so we can have here check, and we have here check um, day of week in. Okay, it should be man. It should be two. It should be um, wed. It should be uh, Thursday. It should be Friday, and it should be also a Sat. So there is no Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sorry, Sunday because it's no class on Sunday. I guess that's it. Okay, and we can also check okay, that's I guess that's for you to be able to. I'm going to check also on planning to have checking the time like the prescribed time is 7 a.m. Um to 8 p.m. So if that will be valid, so it could be later. Okay, but for now that's good. We can now check on it, save and go to the browser, go to our server, import our file, go to your documents and you find your file there and import. Okay, so we have a problem. Online number, I have an single manual question to MariaDB version, constraint, FK meeting, blah blah blah. So meeting foreign key. So let's see what is our error. FK room, this room ID, cascade on the rooms. Reference restrict a room. Okay. References room ID. Yes, three unsigned. Still unsigned. Yes. So what is the problem? Column, comma, or closing, comma. What happened? Okay, here we did not put comma here. That makes our problem. Let us try it again. Import, choose file, documents. Okay, Alejo, and import. Okay, it's still the same. Link of meetings, check also update cascade, delete cascade, and meeting foreign key at line, comma, closing. So let's have a link. Okay, we have here, comma, we comma also here, and also we comma here, and we comma also for the check, restrict. Okay, update cascade to offerings. So what will be the problem for now? Room ID. Let us read. Meeting key offers. You have syntax to your dear DVD for the rest syntax near update cascade on delete cascade. Okay, we have here double P. Okay, I guess that's the one solves the problem. Run it again. Okay, look to your file, import, and good to go. So we have now our offering meetings, and we have a blank one. So we should add populate records on this table. So we should continue. on your Sublime. Let's insert into this one, and we should define the columns first. First is the offering ID, and we have all the day of the week, and we have also the start time and end time and room ID. Okay, so that's it, and we have the values. Okay, so it might be confused, but I want you to show you, like for example, based on your load sleep, right? Because I don't have load sleep right now, I'm just populating the data that we created a while ago, on the previous video. So I will just try to um add schedules for at least three offerings. I think I think only six for now. I think I have one, two, three, four, five, six. Only this one. So we have to populate this one because we have a very long discussion for this one because very huge data set here. But we assume that this one have a offering ID, and offering ID uh, is auto-incremented, so the first record is equal to 1, and the followed by, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can just say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10. So when an offering mm, offering ID uh, uh, increment by 1. So and so on and so and so on and so on. So I'll continue with this. So because we have a lot of offered subjects, offerings, I would just like to add some schedules only for I think six one, this one, six. So two records, okay, three six records. So we have ID about to six, this one. So if you can see that one is a subject ID, so one is a comp one here is comp 301. Okay, so this is a 5 units, so computer programming. So this one, they have a schedule for one. Here we write here one, offer ID is one, and the day of the week that we are going to use for this subject is it is a 5 units, so we start it on every um Tuesday. We start it every Tuesday, 8 a.m. to 10:30. So the room that we have is we are working or having a room um for this one, computer laboratory. That is my room. So to get the ID for this, we can have the room ID. So room ID, so we can imagine that this also incremented. So this one will be 1, and this one will be 2, and this one will be 3. Okay, this is 4, and this is 5. This is room ID 6, and this is room ID 7, and this is room ID 8, and this is room ID 9, and this one is room ID 10. Okay, so my room is at CPT Lab 2, which is the room ID is 6. So this one will be 6. Okay, so that's how we do it. So we have only 5 columns to be added. We have the for offering ID, and we know that that offering ID is section A for com 301. Section A for that, that is section A, and that is subject com 301. Okay, so for section A, that is intended for CPT Lab 1 because that is handled by Sir Harold. So it could be this is 5. And uh, for the section 2, which is the 2, the section B of that is offer ID is 2, and that is section B, and I am handling that one. So that is my room on the 6. Okay, so we have now two records um, for we meet. Okay, so I guess sorry sorry, because that is one. Still the same 5 because we meet also on Thursday. Okay, that one. They meet on Sir Harold. Then we have also meeting on the section B, that is 2, right? Section B is 2. If you can still remember, section B is 2, and that is handled by me. Okay. So that means I am teaching at CPT2, which is room number ID number 6. So it should do and same schedule, but only the same room for that. Okay. So we have now this is to for you. This is intended for the comp 301 section A, and this one will be for comp 301 section B, for you to be able to see it clearly, because we have now more data that populated, um, for you to be able to understand well in this part where I get the offering ID and where I get the room ID. Okay, so next one will be on the one is the ID 3, and that is section A of the subject 2, and the number 2 subject is com 300 database, this database. So they have database programming. So let's use that one. So this is for um, com 300. We have section A, and okay, so section A, and we also okay, the meeting ID, oh no, that's the meeting ID is 3, right? That is 3. So we'll just copy 3 times. Why? Because we meet 3 times on this class. So we meet 3 times on this class. So this is 3. So 3, and we meet on every Monday, and we meet on every Wednesday, and we meet also every Friday, and starting by 8 to 10 in the morning, and 8 to 10 on every Wednesday, and every Friday you only have, no, it's 8 to 10. I only have 9. Sorry, I only have 9. Okay, and the instructor is still the same. I am the one. That is our room. Okay. So, by the way, every Monday that is on the 6th, and every Thursday, no, it's not in Thursday. So, by the way, here, every Tuesday, yeah, okay, every Thursday I am teaching at 5. Sorry, that is on the CPT Lambuan. Okay, okay, that's what we are getting. So, let's, for example, for ITS 200. So we don't have ITS 200 here, right? We don't have ITS 200 on our, yeah, so we don't have ITS 100 subject. So we can add ITS 100. for example, that is intended. Okay, so let's add one. This one will be ITS 200, and it is database management or management systems one. And we have, I think, 3 units, but okay, and that's it. Okay, so this is 21 for subject code ID, that is 21. And we will also create for here um, for ITS 200. Okay, so let's have here, let's just copy two because I am handling two sections for this one. I am handling section C and section D. So this is for subject we have 21. So this is 21 for subject ID, that is 21. So 21 and 21 section D. And here we have the instructor, and I am the one handling this one. So what is my ID for? Okay, there I don't have. Yes, one is I have an ID of 3. So both of them are handled by me. So I have 3 and 3. So we have now section D for ITS 200. So now in here, I can now add this one, and we need to get the ID for the offering ID for this one. So if this is 10 and this is 11, so we'll count, uh, this is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. And we have 64 and 65. So this one will be 64, and this one is 65. This is for the offering ID. Okay, so that's how we count it. Okay, so now we can have 6 and 64 and 65. Okay, so we have here, this is now intended for section A only. For this one is intended only for section A for ITS 200. So I'm no, I'm handling section A. I'm also handling section C. Okay, so we will meet daily. Okay, so we meet daily. So we met 5 hours a week. So and the ID for that one is, if you can remember, that is 64 for section C. So that is 64. And we have to meet Monday at 2, and that is 2 p.m. So that it is a military time if you're using the time. So that will be 12 plus. 13 is 1 p.m. So this will be 14. Okay, because minus 2, 12 is the, okay. So 14, and this one will be 15. And we meet on at the 6, okay, every Monday. Okay, and then the same thing on Tuesday, same time, but we meet on the other laboratory one. Okay, and Wednesday we meet again, and again the same time, start time and end time. And we meet on the lab 2. Okay, and we meet again on Thursday, and this one will be on Thursday, and we meet on the lab 1. And every Friday we meet on every Friday we meet on the same time at room 6. So we meet 5 times because we meet Monday, Tuesday, or Friday for our ITS section C. So we can just copy and paste everything because I want to um, have also section D, and this one is 65 because that is the offering ID for section D. If you still remember here, that is the offering ID for section D for ITS 200. 21, if you can see 21 here, that is ITS 200. So now we can move. That is 65, still Monday, okay. And we always meet at every 15 and 16. Okay. So that's the only thing. But the room, I think we have the same for section C. So okay, that one and that one. So I guess you can continue everything on your load sleep because I'm now having 30 minutes of your time just to demonstrate to you how it works. I want you to work with your different offerings based on your 5 members or 4 members of your group. So that's it for that. So let us try if it is working and it is linked to a correct location or reference in our table. So let us save it. As you can see, it's now saved. Go to the browser and go to import, choose file, look for your folder and look for your file and import. Okay, it's still the same, having an error. Okay, in here, I guess we don't have that one, so we have to save it again. Open another browser, import, choose file, documents, and go to your file and import. Still the same. I guess we have changes here. Okay. I guess okay. We have we have problems here. We did not had the comma here. So that's really a good thing that we need to look at our mess first. Okay. And before running it. But since we have the time, don't have time, okay, save and run it again. Import, choose file and documents and Alejo and import. Okay, it's still the same. There's still minimum errors that we have encountered here. Maybe what are some errors that we had done? Maybe in the here. Yes, we have here. We forgot to have semicolon because this is the last line. And I think also on the subject. Okay, we already have that. So let's save and lastly import, choose file. So I just every all my videos are not edited so that every time I record, if I encounter problems and find a solution for that, so you can able to see how I did it. So so every time as a person we commit mistakes, but programmers always think the solution. So going back, go to your file and import and everything is working good. So now if you can see on the offerings meeting, we have now all the things we have. So in this one offering meeting ID, we know that this one is A, A, B, yes, yes, A, that is A. So if you click that one, we are on the 1A, and this is the section A of what that subject. That is subject is, if we think that one, that is COM 301, which is good. It is correct. We have the correct one. And so offerings, so this one is section A for that. And they have here the room is CPT Lab 1, CPT Lab 1. Okay, that is for the Observactors Laboratory. And then for this one, we have here section B. Oh, what section B? We click that one. And that section B is, if you click the subject ID, that is the subject section B of the COMP 301. Okay, that is the one I am handling on the COMTech. Then when we are going to locate on the room, we will meet at, yeah. So that's okay on CPT Lab 1. Okay. I think that we have a conflict because both are CPT Lab 1. So maybe we can change it because we have a conflict. So that means this one is 6. That is in my room laboratory. So that's it. So when we run it again, it will now populated. So like we run it again, choose file and documents, Alejo. And you can see it there that on the meetings we have now 6 CPT Lab 2. Okay, so you can reference here, and this one is also section A. What is this section A? So when we click that one, that is section A of what? Section A of that particular COM 300, which is also the same what we did here. Okay, so everything is linking based on what we did. So the same with the 64, that is section C, 64 section C. So what's C for that? If then you click that one, that is section C of ITS 200, which is good. And this is your instructor, Nurso. Okay, so what is that Nurso, by the way? And this is my name. So everything is connected in our database. And you can see also the rooms and everything. So I want you to work with and complete everything on other offering based on the load slip that you have based on your groups. So I guess this is my time is over. I am now over 35 minutes. I am now 36. So this is the end of part 9 of um, the second normal form series. I think on the last we have now the last video for the second normal form series. So I thank you for everything, for staying with me with this video. I did this because of I want it to make our lecture more meaningful, and also you can just re watch if you have something to look into, not on the person meeting that we only have 1 hour for our lecture and laboratory. So I guess this is it. Thank you and God bless.